Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yasha'Allah, this your boy, Brother Shamu'Allah. Back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called See Then That You Walk Circumspectly. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, call like Yahawah. Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. That's all praises. And his only begotten son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi, right? And the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who have ruled well to the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days and has pushed this gospel and his truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. And to you brothers who are out there on the highways and hedges, pushing this gospel and this truth and 100% doctrine and truth and sincerity, a mighty shalom. All right. Like I said, today's lesson is going to be called See Then That You Walk Circumspectly. Okay. And, just understand the times that we're living in. I was just kind of browsing, the end time headline news. And I mean, you can see, it's clear as day to see that there's, the days are clearly evil, right? And they're just getting wickeder and wickeder, right? And I just want to we're just going to pan through and just see a couple things. We're going to go over a couple of scriptures, and Lord's will. Like I said, it's going to be edifying. I don't want to make this too long, right? But you see here, you got the WHO reports first human death of infection with the H5N2 variant of the bird flu, right? You have, the elemental P. You got Wells Fargo, Chase, and Bank of America, right? Among 79 U.S. banks that have shut down branches in just over a month, right? This place is crashing. This place is, running into the wall like a test dummy. Ohio woman stabs 3-year-old to death outside of grocery store. You're gonna start seeing a whole lot more of this stuff going on. But this is the stuff that's in this world right now, right? It's just a whole lot of madness, okay? A whole lot of madness and chaos, and it's gonna come and it's gonna keep coming, right? And it's gonna get crazier and crazier, right? Got all this madness, man. All this madness here, right? But and other alternatives to actually see what's really going on, right? Because they don't really want to tell you, right? And it's just as the days in ancient Rome, they try to keep everybody occupied, and entertain, right? But understand, you got to make sure that you're walking circumspectly, right? So let's get that, right? This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 15, right? And it says, See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil, right? Understand that the days right now, they're evil, and they're only going to get eviler and eviler, okay, if that's a word. But, well, let's get this word circumspectly, right? Let's, matter of fact, what we'll do is we'll go to the inner liner and we'll look up the word circumspectly, G199, akribos, right? Let's see what this. Let's see what it says. Let's get into it. Right, Quibos. It says exactly. It says accurately, or diligently. Right. So when you walk circumspectly, you're supposed to walk exactly and accurately or diligently. And I want to get this word diligently because diligence is in the scriptures a lot. Let's get a being diligent, right? It says in a way that shows duties, right? And we have to, right? Yahawashi said, don't give, you know, don't, cast your pearls to swine, right? Pearls are considered precious, right? This word is precious, right? And you have to take care and show care of it, okay? And it says care and what is this word here? You gotta look up words of words. Um, let's see. I can't even do that. I won't even let me do that. Let's see. But it says in a way that shows care, what and conscientiousness in one's work or duties, right? So, right, he's showing care, being careful, going, thoroughly making sure that it's perfect. You got to share. It's like a passion, right? You matter of fact, here, let's look up this word real quick. Talakia. I wasn't even gonna get into all this, but I want to see. All right, let's paste it in here. Let's see. All right, so it is conscientiousness, Salakia. Right? It says the quality of wishing to do one's work or duty well and thoroughly. Right? That's why the Bible always talks about being diligent, because this is what you should be doing. Right? It says the quality of wishing to do perfect example. You got to be diligent in this thing, and you got to be, what's the word again? Conscientiousness, right? Conscientiousness. Okay, so that's what circumspectly means, right? To do your work well, right? You got to take pride in this work, man. This is precious. This is precious words of immortality that you're caring for. You can't just be stumbling upon this stuff. Okay, you got to be diligent about this thing. Okay. Um. So let's read again. It says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." It says, "Redeeming times, the time, because the days are evil." Okay, and you see the days are evil and the vengeance, right? You know, you know, like I think it was like a dog, like a 6-week old baby. Okay, you got bears attacking people, right? You got just all types of stuff going on. Okay, so this is why you got to work. You got to walk circumspectly, cautiously, right? Because this is the valley of the shadow of death, like the scriptures talk about, right? It says, Sirach chapter 39 and verse 28, it says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them, right? How about Shemal Shai? Has created these spirits, right? Created the spirit of that lady to go stab a 3-year-old randomly, right? The Lord is not playing, man. The Lord is sending his vengeance and visiting this place. He's visiting this place, right? It says fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance, right? You got earthquakes popping out, volcanoes popping out everywhere, right? You got heat waves. You got all these different things that are happening right now, right? The Lord is showing you, and this is why it's important that you walk circumspectly. Okay. Let's get this one right. Second Ezra 14. Right? Scriptures tell you, right? It's second for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Right? It says, for look how much more the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Right? And this is why you really got to be walking carefully in these days and have the fear of Yahawashi in this place. Okay? And Yahawashi told you, right? Let's get this real quick. Matthew. Right? Matthew 24 and 12 shall abound. It says the love of many shall wax cold. And you see that, right? You see, mothers killing their children, right? Fathers killing whole families. People just they don't care. They don't have a regards for life. Okay, the Lord has put a spirit of vengeance on a lot of people's hearts, right? And it's gonna just get crazier and crazier. And it says it shall wax cold, right? People are cold hearted these days. Back in the day, people might have had some kind of not these days, right? And you see it. People don't care. Okay. But Yahawashi told you that these things were going to happen. Okay. Let's go to First Peter. First Peter chapter 5, right? So understand, right? Because the scriptures tell you that much greater evils than these are going to happen. First Peter chapter 5, verse 8, it says, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Right? Just understand, these times are evil, and evil. And this is why you gotta walk circumspectly in these days. Okay? You gotta be wise, right? You gotta be wise and you gotta walk circumspectly, right? The scriptures tell you in Matthew 10 and 16, right? Yahawashi, right? Let's get the red letter. It says Matthew 10 and 16 is, be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Scriptures tell you to agree with your adversaries while you're in the way with them. And Elder Apostle Gabar and Bishop Zachariah, they did it. They had it was a perfect example when the police pulled up on them, right? They agreed, right? And went about their business. Okay. But you got Jake, who will sit there and try to rev up. And like Elder Apostle Gabar said in his video, you get them riled up, and then guess what? The Lord will put a spirit on that cop, as a spirit of vengeance. And next thing you know, you're back into the spirit world. So you got to be wise out here. And you got to walk circumspectly. And you got to understand that, redeemed at knowing that the times are evil, right? These are evil times that we're living in. Okay. And we have to walk accordingly, you know. So, just keep that in mind, right? That this it's not gonna get better, right? It's gonna get a whole lot worse. That's what the scriptures tell you, man. The prophets that have been before me and been before thee of old, you know, this stuff is not gonna get better. It's not gonna be that it's not gonna be, you hugs and kisses. You see, everything is leading climax of the movie, right? We're in that point. Okay, everything is getting crazier and crazier, right? Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8, it says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and what? And of evil and of pestilence." Okay, so understand that, right? These things are coming abroad here. Wait, okay, you know, war is coming, evil is coming, the pestilence, right? They're going to continue to come. The book of Second Ezra. Let's see if I can get that. Let's see. I think it might be 16. Let's take a look. I'm not gonna make this too long. Let's see. Slovakia. Yep, here we go. Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse number 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment." It says, "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side." Right? These things are going to just continue to get worse. It's going to wax worse and worse. Right? You have false prophets. Right? You have people who have gone away from this this doctrine, right? This truth, right? And they've been turned into to fables, right? And the fables of men, right? All these things are manifesting themselves in these last days. Scoffers, right? You have all these things happening, right? And that's why, let's get back to it. I'm gonna close it out on this one, right? Which we brought out, right? So it says, so you knowing all these things and knowing all the stuff that's about to happen, it says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools," right? Because fools don't know what direction to go to. Fools don't know how to maneuver, right? But it says, "But as wise," right? It says, "But as wise." As a matter of fact, let's get that 'real quick. Deuteronomy 6. 6 and 4. As wise. Okay. Matter of fact, Salakia 4 and 5. Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5. It says, "Behold, I shine thy power My power have commanded me that ye should do so in the land is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all the wise and understanding people. Okay? These scriptures are here for your learning, right? For your reproof, right? And to make you wise so you're not foolish. You're not running into the line to get the MOTB, right? You're not running to the desert because they said Yahawashi is in the desert. They're not running, to the cave because somebody said Yahawashi is in the cave. Right? You got to be wise. And this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is what's going to make you wise. And it's going to direct your path, so that you can walk circumspectly and not as fools, but as wise, right? Because you know that the times are evil, and you knowing that the times are evil, you know how to maneuver. You know that you need Yahawah outside in these last days. Okay? So this is just a little quick exhortation. Lord's will, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Kohola Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the elect, right? To the 144,000 men, 12,000 from each tribe, and to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused, keep praying for one another. Stay diligent and walk circumspectly in these last days, and understand that the times are evil, and they're only going to get eviler. Okay? And with that, I want to say shalom.